Okay, folks, we're going to talk about Prozak. So, I like Prozak. I have recently been introduced to him. I didn't know who he was a year ago, but I wanted to figure out what he was about. And I think this may not be his debut, but it's close to it. So he's been here for almost 10 years. He is on N9ne's label. He has some good collaborations, and it's pretty reminiscent of something N9ne himself would do. So that's what you're getting. It's a real grim record. Half the time, the other half it makes attempts at being a more upbeat and pumped up album with guitar licks and that sort of thing. But I was kind of left torn just because I don't know why. I just couldn't completely vibe with it, but that's something to look forward to. So can you smoke to this? I think the answer is there are some good ones. Scapegoat, Living in the Fog, Drugs, It Was You, Why. These are all some good ones. I feel like Go to Hell is another one. This one's more rock based. I was listing the more horrorcore songs, but Go to Hell, Corporate Genocide, and a couple other ones would be some hard rock ones. The production, and this is the thing I was talking about, is, there's 10 songs that have this sort of sound. There's 10 other songs that don't. And so, you're kind of left with like half, like, I don't know why I didn't like this as much as I could have, but I do know that there were some numbers on here that are going to get the energy riled up. So that's something you have to look forward to, but I was not feeling it at the time. But, of course, my head is really, I burn myself out on music so much. That's a fact about me that you may not know, but I can listen to something and then 3 months later I'm going to like it more. So I think that's kind of the case as to what's happening, and you need to check these records out, but the rock songs did not blow me away at this moment. So, but the more horrorcore and grim sounding ones that make your skin crawl, those worked. And it's basically like another N9ne album, N9ne and Company, just because all the gang is featured on there. You're gonna get Cut Calhoun, I think. Yeah, Cut, Priz Calico, N9ne, Bizarre, Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, Cypress Hill. All these guys are on this record, so you're going to be able to see that sound. But they're also on the songs that are not the rock-based ones. So it's you get kind of half an album and half an album. So, but the unheard songs, these are the songs that I liked. And, as I said, most of them are the horrorcore ones. So Fun and Games, Scapegoat, Crossing Over, It Was You, Why, Runaway, Bodies Fall, Drugs, Living in the Fog, and Fading. Now, all of these are going to really get you hype, and the thing about them is they just feel like something N9ne would do, but without N9ne. So that's like the big part of it, is being able to listen to it and have these same feelings without him. I think this is something that a lot of people are going to want, just because it's like, well, once you're sick of N9ne, you can still listen to this type of music. So as a bonus, he's featured on here, and so is his crew. So Prozak is yet another person to add to that crowd, and that's how the good part of it goes. Now, the half unfortunate part is the second half of this album is rock based, and it may or may not mesh with what you wanted. I will say that the guitar is always something that gets people hype and amped, but it may not necessarily fit this album. So I listened to it and didn't like it, but there's always a chance that I may like it down the road. So you're just going to have to take it, but understand the rap half is 10 out of 10. And so I recommend this album, but I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Just because the rock side of things I wasn't really that too aching on, and I didn't have a big time. I tried listening to it, but it just didn't turn out that well. Sometimes the riffs didn't work that well, but I do like the rap side of it. So, but obviously, like I said, I may like this down the road, but as of right now, I just wasn't feeling it. Like Keep Grinding was one that I didn't like, and Corporate Genocide and Bombs Away. These were just records that didn't really do it. But so the future, I think Prozak has dropped an album recently, so you can take a look at that. Is this album social? I will give it a 4 social, just because he's kind of a hard person to find. I had to hunt for him to know who he was. And I do feel like in a lot of ways, N9, he, it's not, you may know who Tech is, but it's harder to find some of the people he messes with. So you may or may not find them. But can it be top? Yes. The rap half of this was outstanding. I liked all of these records, felt right at home with it, but the rock side is just kind of meh. So I may like it more, you may like it more, and if so, we'll up the score. I give this album a 5.5 out of 10 and a 4 social. Subscribe for more fun.